motor, Allen keys,
broken boosted board. First, take off the motor cap by removing 2 screws using a 3mm Allen wrench. The motor cap slides off, giving you access to the motor. Here is the new motor. In the same configuration, you will install it. Note that there is one unused thread right here. 2 threads are for the motor cap we just took off. The other 4 are for anchoring the motor to the motor mounts. One is out of view. Here is the side-angle view of the motor assembly. I've already removed the motor connector from the housing and unplugged it to make sure there was no chance the motor could get power during the swap. You can now clearly see the 4 motor mount screws. They require again that same 3mm Allen wrench. With the new design, the screws slide in the motor mount to tension the belts. It turns out that you need to move the motor controller out of the way to get the motor free from the motor mounts. Use a 5mm Allen key to loosen the motor controller's 4 screws. With the motor controller out of the way, you can slide out the old motor and put in the new one. Make sure the motor controller is realigned and reinstall the 4 5mm screws. Once the belt is on, we are going to lightly screw the 4 motor mount screws on. Remember, there is 1 thread that goes unused. We don't want a tight fit just yet, as we will need to tension the belt once all the screws are on. Hold the motor firmly so that there is enough tension that the teeth will not slip. Use the other side of the board for reference if you're unsure of the correct belt tension. Now you can tighten the screws. Line up the motor connector so that the arrow of the male connector lines up with the arrow of the female connector, and plug back in. And screw the motor cap back on, and you should be back to functionality.
powering it back on, test.